Hi everyone, I'm LORRAKON, and today we're going to talk about my new album, Breaking the Mold That Made You, available to stream on all music platforms. We're going to go track by track. I'm going to tell you a little bit about each song, some of the inspiration, and my favorite lyric from each song. So, let's get into it. Breaking the Mold That Made You is my second full-length album. It has 14 tracks, 12 songs, 1 musical introduction, and 1 musical interlude. The songs are very anti-establishment, highlighting the broken systems and the current issues we deal with as citizens of this country. So if you're a big fan of the establishment and the systems we currently exist in, then this album is probably not for you. The first track off the album is called Music for the Funeral of Our Civil Liberties. This track was written when I was experiencing a lot of death around me, and I had Henry Purcell's Music for the Funeral of Queen Mary on repeat. So I thought this little funeral march would be a good opener for the album, and that our civil liberties were something worth mourning. There are no lyrics to the song, so on to the next track. The second track and the first song of this album is called Kill Yourself. Kill Yourself highlights a lot of different aspects of gun violence and domestic terrorism in America. I think the title of this track alone probably feels the most controversial. It can definitely feel like one of the heaviest songs lyrically, and I'm not encouraging self-harm. I'm merely posing the idea of killers killing themselves instead of others. So the song is definitely a heavy opener, but if you could make it through this song, then you can make it through the album. My favorite lyric in this song, I think, is, "You like to act so tough, but you're afraid of change." The third track is called Denial. Now, Denial was the song that inspired the album. I think this song highlights more of what we have in common than what divides us. I also use a melody from an Irving Berlin song, and lucky for me, that song recently fell into the public domain, so thank you, Irving Berlin. My favorite lyric from Denial is at the end. I think it's the last lyric of the song. It goes, "But how rich have we made them? Why has no one eaten them? It's back to work we go, 'cause it's all we know." 9 to 5, not to be mistaken with Dolly's 9 to 5. My 9 to 5 is pretty much an a cappella song besides the beats. It's about being a slave to the man, working 9 to 5 and still struggling just to live. My favorite lyric is in the bridge when I say, "Must we struggle living, working like we do?" I think that kind of sums up that song. More Than This is one of the oldest songs in this collection of music. I think I wrote it about almost 10 years ago. I think it still feels relevant and sits nicely next to all these newer songs. This song is about wanting more than this world that was made for us. My favorite lyric, I think, is in the first verse. It goes, "Was life always meant to be this fucking difficult? Eyes are upon you, debt it surrounds you, hate is within you, and all you fucking do is text me, tag me, tell them all about me. I think it's fucking obvious you're one of them." It's a little harsh, but the next song off the album is America, which is my pop song, a little tongue-in-cheek at times, but it really just highlights aspects of American culture, the favoritism, the division, the me first attitude. If you watch the music video for America, it's a montage of historic footage I found that really kind of highlights Americana and also the division that our country was founded on. So obviously my favorite lyric is, "It feels like we're falling apart, but we've been broken from the start." The next song is Big Brothers. This song was influenced by so many different artists, Bjork, Donovan, Lana, and obviously a nod to the novel 1984. I even give George Orwell a shout out. Obviously the song is about us being watched and tracked and our information being sold. A tale as old as time. No, I actually don't think I have a favorite lyric from this song, though this song might be one of my favorites. I just really like the feel of this song, and I like the way it sounds. So no favorite lyric, but yeah, might be my favorite. Patterns is about history repeating itself and recognizing that these patterns have to be broken in order to see change. Simple. My favorite lyric from Patterns is, just because we see a brand new day doesn't mean we are progressing. Okay, so the next track, I love this title, Fuck Your Sky Daddy. It might be my favorite song on the album. This song might be the most controversial because I rebuke God and its followers and heavily criticize the church. I mean, the title says it all. Fuck your sky daddy, you know? Keep that shit to yourself. As for my favorite lyric, I really like all the lyrics in this song. The last verse right before the chorus might be my favorite. The lyric I enjoy singing the most is, I believe that God is dead, just like the German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche said. I like that song. Eat the Rich. I mean, the title says it all. The song is about the broken systems that make a profit off the people and feed the rich. So, let's eat them. This song is a protest song. It's political pop. I'm definitely encouraging people to eat the rich. So, grab a fork, girl. Let's dig in. My favorite lyric from Eat the Rich is in the bridge where I say, we have yet to see our darkest hour. The oligarchy has devoured democracy, but we still hold the power. We hold the power. Who holds the power? We hold the power. The next track is the musical interlude on the war front. I think it gives off vintage war vibes, but in these times I feel like it can feel like we're always on the war front battling something. But this track acts as an introduction for the next song, Battle Queen. Battle Queen is a song for the girls, gays, and theys. It is a dance track about fighting and surviving in this world. It's about staying vigilant and continuing to fight for our rights to exist freely. Lyrically, the song is definitely depressing, but I do think it's one of the more fun tracks on the album. My favorite lyric in Battle Queen is in the bridge, when I say, bored of choice or lack thereof, the worst of man is yet to come. Kind of sounds like a haunting nursery rhyme. We're trapped in a war. Military-industrial complex is obviously about America's military-industrial complex. It's about the priority America gives power and money over the needs of the people. This is another song where I really like a lot of the lyrics. It's definitely a track that is lyrically dense, so it's a little hard for me to choose my favorite, but I really like the lyric, it's always the profit over the people. I think that's cute. So the last track on the album is called Robots in the Sun. This song is the oldest song on the album. I think I wrote it almost 20 years ago. I did update some of the lyrics, but the song still has a lot of the original lyrics, and surprisingly, they're still very relevant. This song is about breaking the mold that makes us all robots in the sun. Titular line. My favorite lyric in Robots in the Sun is in the bridge when I say, they don't get to live this life for you. You don't have to be a slave to them and the system we were born into. In this world. If you haven't already, go give my album a listen to. I know the topics can feel very heavy and very relevant in these times where a lot of us want to escape. But remember that hiding and numbing and running away is not going to change anything, and change is what I believe we need more than ever. So stay vigilant, keep fighting, and break that mold. I'm LORRAKON, and my new album, Breaking the Mold That Made You, is out now. Go give it a listen to, and let me know what song resonates most with you. Thanks for watching, and keep up the good fight. Lots of love. Am I done? Yeah,